Hey, what's going on, guys? Festive Leaf here, bringing you not Call of Duty, Star Wars Battlefront training mission. I'm not actually going to really be doing the mission, I'm just kind of flying around. I wanted some background gameplay that I didn't really need to focus on, so I could focus on talking. So today I thought I could talk about my thoughts, feelings, theories, expectations of Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. So I'm going to kind of do this in a bulleted question answer type thing, because I have a bulleted list of things to talk about. So to start things off, question number 1, who is the main character? So basically we have a new trio of Poe, Finn, Rey, and based on what we've seen in the trailers, we don't know who is the main character. So in episodes 1 through 3, Anakin Skywalker was the main character. In 4 through 6, Luke Skywalker was the main character. In this one, it's kind of hard to tell because traditionally the main character has always been a Force user, in which case that would typically or probably mean that Finn would be the main character in this trilogy. But the other trend between Anakin and Luke is that they were both, lost souls or whatever on Tatooine, so a desert planet, trying to find themselves in the galaxy. That whole character development story. And Rey has that portion of the story. So it's kind of hard. It's like there could really be two main characters if they were following the trends set by episodes 1 through 6. Me personally, I think Finn is going to be more of a supporting character, and it's really just going to be all about Rey's growth and character development. Let's talk about the Battle of Jakku. So we'll combine it with who is Rey's parents. So a lot of theories, the ones that I believe anyways, was that Rey was conceived on the night of the celebration of the Battle of Endor by none other than Han Solo and Leia Organa, or Leia Skywalker, depending on which last name she'd prefer to use. Basically, we think that in the Battle of Jakku, which happened after the Battle of Endor between the Rebel Alliance and what's left of the Galactic Empire, that somehow Han and Leia either lost their child or decided it would be better. Like, maybe they were in a tight pinch and they're like, we need to leave our daughter here. We need to, for her safety, we need to leave her. But the one thing that's hard to believe is why they're just now going, if this is true, why they're just now going back for her 30 years later. So there's definitely a hole in the story, because I don't see Leia and Han just moving on with life like nothing's wrong while their child is abandoned on Jakku. But we'll get more answers, because on December 1st, I will start playing the free DLC for this game that is the Battle of Jakku, so we can kind of see what actually happened there. Now, of course, it's going to be gamified, so there's probably not much to really gain from it, but we'll be able to see the planet and see how things went down there. Hopefully we can even see how that Star Destroyer just crashed. That'd be sweet if one of the missions was to just shoot the shit out of a Star Destroyer until it crashes. But I digress. Next point, Han Solo. So it appears like Han Solo is the most prominent of the original cast coming back. He seems to be the catalyst that brings Rey and Finn to the Resistance and hopefully to Luke Skywalker. So Han and Chewie seem to be the ones that end up on Jakku, end up picking up Rey and Finn after the Empire, or not the Empire, the First Order fucks shit up there. And so it looks like Han will be the most prominent of the original cast. We do see some General Organa footage in one of the trailers, so we also know that she's around. Luke, however, has been missing from all of the trailers, and J.J. Abrams says that is on purpose. That just adds so much excitement to my, thought process or theory, is where does Luke fit in all of this? So I personally believe that after the Battle of Endor, and probably even after the Battle of Jakku, after everyone in the galaxy learned that the Emperor was actually a Sith and a Force user and stuff like that, I personally believe that scared a lot of people, and to compensate for that, they just banished the Force all around, and the prominent Force user that was left would be Luke Skywalker. And I feel like they forced him into exile. I mean, when you fear something, you just push it away, and I feel like, one, he did the honorable thing and did what people wanted, what the good of the people wanted, and also I feel like he had a lot of self-reflection to go through. I mean, his dad was murdered thousands of people, and he saved his dad's life, watched him die. So I feel like he also went and had some time to learn more about the Force, become an actual Jedi Master. So I'm really excited for that. I'm seeing it the day before opening night, and I know as soon as Luke Skywalker pops on screen in his old Jedi robes, it's just going to be cheers all around, because holy shit, that's Luke Skywalker. Next, Kylo Ren. Badass bad guy. So, Kylo Ren, it's unclear whether or not he's a Force user or just a guy with a okay, I guess I died. Or if he's just a guy with a intense lightsaber. So there's some question as to that. It looks like he uses the Force in a few of the trailer clips, but he doesn't seem to have any actual formal training, because as far as we know, the only bad Force users were the Emperor and Darth Vader, and both of them died, so it's kind of hard to see where he could have learned the Force. So that will be interesting to see. Then also, it looks like we have 3 bad guys. We have General Hux, who we don't really know much about, then Captain Phasma, and Kylo Ren. And so I'm really curious to see how the 3 of them kind of mesh. So my belief is that Kylo Ren has his own agenda. I feel like he's not necessarily part of the First Order, and his goal is to either get back Anakin or Darth Vader's lightsaber or whatever it is. If it's hunting down other Force users, who knows? But he has his own personal agenda. But I feel like General Hux and Captain Phasma are focused on building up the First Order and regaining the power in the galaxy. So that is interesting to see. Look at this one little walker left alone. I don't want to kill him because I still have more to talk about. So I feel like Hux is the new Emperor, Phasma is the new Darth Vader, being like the right-hand man, and I feel like Kylo Ren does his own thing, but it happens to line up with the First Order at this point, so he's kind of a mercenary type guy. So it will be interesting to see how these 3 characters develop, and if they make it past this movie. That's really what I'm curious about, because look at Count Dooku. He was prominent in Episode 2 and then killed off immediately in Episode 3. Darth Maul started off in Episode 1, died in Episode 1. But back to the original trilogy, Darth Vader survived all 3 movies. He died in the last one, but you get the point. He was there for all of them. And so it's curious to see how they mesh all of these guys together, and who survives, who's the main bad guy who's going to be here for the long run? Who's going to be the one that connects all 3 movies together? So that'll be interesting. And then I know this is boring gameplay because there's just one walker left and he's probably going to die soon. But I'm really thankful for J.J. Abrams for not ruining this movie. We are less than a month away. And we know nothing. We think we know stuff, but we know nothing about this, about the plot and story. We don't know what Kylo Ren wants. We don't know where Finn, Rey, and Poe fit into this. So I'm so freaking excited. I can't contain it. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry that it dragged at the end. I thought this gameplay would be longer, or I thought I would talk less. That's really what it is. But thanks for watching, guys. Please like, share, subscribe. Check me out on Twitter, FestiveLeaf, @FestiveLeaf, the @ symbol. Yeah, see ya.